We're the largest community of M&A investors and entrepreneurs. We were involved in 100 plus transactions in the last 3 years, and now also looking to invest in deals and roll-ups. The only reason someone will ask you for something up front is they either try to screw you or they don't see you as a credible buyer, right? So it's your responsibility to almost boss yourself up a little bit, like be a bit of a snob and be like, look, I have enough deals to look at. I wouldn't waste my time on your deal unless I'm serious about this. I have access to capital. Do you want to show me this deal? Yes or no? Right? I'm not looking to waste my time or yours. And most of them, if you talk with that certainty, will let you do that. I don't know if I would go for something that is distressed, especially if you don't know anything about the sector, because you're going to have a long learning curve to learn about it and potentially put yourself at risk, especially if you plan to sign personal guarantee and whatnot, which I don't suggest. Don't do that, especially if it's a distressed business and something you need to fix. If it's your first deal, I probably would skip it completely. I will go for a business that's doing already good, focus on that, buy something good, pay for it, some money, raise some money for it, have something that you can have as foundations, right? Call it your platform company, something that you can build on, especially if you know nothing about the industry, right? Or you don't have, some of you don't have any business experience here at all. I'm not saying that it's your team, but I'm saying in general, if you've never been in a business before, go for a business that's already doing good, because then you just need to go in there and not destroy anything. Just, keep things as is. Don't do anything stupid. If it's something that isn't working, unless you have something to bring those assets to you and leverage whatever assets that distressed business have, I wouldn't do it, to be honest, because there are enough businesses out there that are profitable that you could just go into and make good money. Have like a platform company that already have good processes, good systems, good cash flow. Then if you find distressed asset and you don't have much risk when you buy those distressed assets, then guess what? When you already have your platform company, you can bring those distressed assets to you, then use your existing processes to basically create some upside there very, very fast, right? Because you can get access to clients, to people, to whatever things that they have to contact or whatnot. That's how I would look at that. But if you're starting from a place of like distress and you need to turn things around and you don't know much about the sector, you just, in my opinion, just too messy for the amount of work you need to do, and there are just enough opportunities out there. So yeah, that's how I think I look at this. Any education that you can do with a seller, especially if they don't have a broker to support them, I think can be super helpful. Remember, they are nervous as much as you in the process, right? It's the first time, the only time they might sell their business in their lifetime. So any information you can send them, any data you can share with them, just be there to help them. I really believe that the process of buying a business is you helping a seller to reach their goals and their dreams, right? If it's financially, professionally, personally. And if I really believe that me sharing some information with them will help them understand that, will help them understand my point of view, will help them understand how I think that they should look at things when they're selling the business, and really trying to come from a place of trying to help, right? Like you said, it's maybe sharing some information about what it looks like to do an asset sale versus doing a share purchase agreement. What I said in the past is like, you want to get a business for free for someone, like become their best friend, get them to like you more than anyone else. That's the way to get a business for free. That should be your approach. Gets them to like you more than anyone else. And they'll be like, hey, look, I can sell the business for a bit more for that guy or that institution, but I feel like I just want this guy to run my business. I want him to take care of my employees. That on its own is worth so much more, guys. Like being that safe pair of hands, like I'm talking to about in the program, is worth, especially for baby boomers, it's worth so much. Some of those business owners run their business for 20, 30 years. It's everything for them, right? Their employees are their family. It's everything for them. So they want to make sure someone will take care of it. And some of them are smart enough to understand, hey, like this guy who's potentially want to buy my business, he just want to have a fair win-win deal for both of us, right? And some of the data that you might share, yeah, I can send an email or I can meet him in person and be like, look, this is what's up. Look at this deal, look at this deal, look at this deal. Why do you think your business is worth 10 times more? I'd love to pay you more, but to be honest, the market just won't value it that much, right? So it's kind of like, how can you expect me as a buyer, as an investor to make a return here? Just put yourself in my shoes. I need to make some kind of returns for my money or my investors' money. I need to make sure that banks are happy and are not risking themselves too much. And guess who I also want to make sure is happy? Your employees. And if I'm paying you 10 times more than, this business can literally go down. Do you want this business to go down? Because I don't, right? So So I will explore all those things with them. And a lot of it, guys, just comes down to personal relationship, especially if it's not a deal that is with a broker, especially. Because with brokers, again, some of them are just a bit of an asshole. They won't even let you talk to them too much. But if it's someone, especially if it's a direct deal, like it's an off-market deal, it's all about relationship. It's like 90% relationship. So meet them, talk to them, have catch-up conversations, like have more touch points, right? It's kind of like a sales process. You want to have more touch points, get in touch with them more, talk to them more, build a relationship more, ask them more questions, learn about them, learn about the business. After they'll talk to you for 5, 6, 7 times or meet you in person 5, 6, 7 times, I promise you, if you're mostly interested in them, they won't do deals with anyone else just because they build so much connection with you. That's the place you want to get to. But I would say get to a point where you have those investors lined up, right? You have some kind of verbal commitment with them of understanding what they'll invest, how much they'll invest, what do you promise to them, if it's some kind of return or just equity in the business. Get the LOI signed, get the banks aligned, then bring the lawyers to help you structure everything legally. Cool, guys, go out there, do some work, keep it simple, right? The program can be overwhelming, but keep it simple in the day-to-day. You need to talk to business owners, need to talk to financial partners, and need to make offers. If you want to make progress, focus on those 3 things. If you're not doing those 3 things, you're not making progress, most likely. All right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next one. Take care.